Hello, 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 Gemini. It's Christelle Martinette here. I'm trying, it might be a little too bright, but maybe not, maybe not. There it goes. I'm going to have this reading here for you for a forecast. It's a forecast for 2019. I wanted to get that in before the end of the year. And this way, in January, after we've had all of our celebrations, we can come back and I'll do January for you. So I'm doing the mini grand tableau. These are the Lenormand cards. It's an oracle card deck. The jury's still out as to whether it is a French deck, a German deck. Started with Madame Lenormand, and there's a long story there. But let me lay the cards and I'll show you them then. There are 4 by 4. It's a mini grand tableau. It's the inner circle of a larger, of the grand tableau. And every card is numbered and it has a house and it tells a story. So I like to use these for the end of the year readings for forecast. Let me show you the cards. The ship, the scythe, the lilies, the rider, the tree, the house, the bouquet, ole, and the mountain. Our Lady, we have next to her is the dog. Then we have a ring. And next to that is the man. I'm just saying. The clover, the birds, the stork, and the fish. Now, I'm going to separate it in quarters. Okay, so the first quarter's first 3 months, second 3 months, third, and then the fourth, the last quarter. And then go into different areas, different domains of the reading and what that could mean for you. So let's start with the first quarter, January, February, March here. And I'm seeing that there are many of you, Gemini, there's movement here. There's movement, and there's movement in a very pondered way, a very mature way, a very planned out trip. But it happens suddenly. It happens suddenly. That's one story for the first 3 months. There is the other side of the coin, which talks about having plans set off and finished all of a sudden. Okay, had plans to travel and then they just get delayed or they get canceled. This is a moment, the first 3 months, where, like I said, there's a much maturity involved, but there is this challenge to you. I want, after all of the years of working, I'm put some money away, and now you're saying to yourself, Gemini, now I would really like to go on a trip. Time comes, January, February, March, and something happens, but it doesn't destabilize you. This is what's interesting about the first 3 months. It doesn't destabilize you because then you say, okay, fine, let's put this off. We'll extend it to another time. We'll, postpone it for a few months, but it's still on the calendar. And you just go about your business. So your feathers are not ruffled here. It's a very interesting time. It's an interesting time because you have the presence of mind and the stability of your convictions. A lot of you, I can hear you saying, but will it take me to the bank? Then we have the second quarter, April, May, and June. April, May, and June. And what I have here is a two-edged sword, a double-edged sword. I have happiness and health in what you call your home. And at the same time, love, happiness, health, you name it, around the home, what you call your home, whether it is a close knit of family members or it is a wider spread reaching out to friends. You get serenity and you have your health there. That's where you go to feel good. And at the same time, though, It's the area which causes you in the second semester, the second quarter, is the area which causes you the greatest sense. Two things. It causes you, one, to think about spiritual matters. For example, you think, well, my brother has been terrible to me. He's been terrible to me all over throughout the years. And you're challenged to leave it behind you. And you're challenged to, close an eye, close an ear, just close, everything that will reek of the past, excuse me, and open your arms. And that's one side of the coin. The other side of the coin is that you will be challenged spiritually in your own right, in the sense of, for those of you who are on what you can call a spiritual journey, Gemini, you are challenged precisely by those people who are closest to you. I'm not necessarily seeing this as a challenge from significant others. If it is from significant others, it is from significant others that now feel like family, like brothers and sisters. They're no longer, your significant others. That's what the feeling is like. They'll always be in your life. Now, when we get to the third quarter, which is July, August, and September, I have this beautiful series of cards here. There is a coming together, as we saw with the ring between the man and the woman and the dog there. Friends, especially two people who, and this is, like sex or heterosexual relations, it is for those of you who are very, very close, like friends, who have grown to be friends, who the primary bond is a friendship. Those are the relationships that will be coming together and will be taken to another stage here in the third quarter. So we're talking July, August, and September. Then the last quarter, October, November, and December. And I'm smiling because we have here a potpourri, a mix of things. First of all, we've got luck on our side. We're walking on the easy side, the sunny side of the street. You are Gemini. On the sunny side of the street, there's going to be a lot of chatter of, did I earn that or was I just damn lucky? And we all know that it's always a little bit of both. I earned it, but boy, it's my turn. It's about time. And karma, has come around and just I won. There's a lot of talk about that. And there's also a lot of talk about coming home, going to a place that you once, many, many, many years ago, felt was your home. Not nostalgically. Okay, this is the fourth quarter, October, November, December. Not nostalgically, but in a way that will make you think, well, how were those days really? I would like just for once, just for one day, to go back and take a look, with my experience, with my age now, go and see what those desks and chairs were like in grammar school, to see how big or smaller they will look, or let me go and take a look and see what I feel now about that. And was I really there? Was I part of the scenery then? And just to give you a sense of being able to walk through time. And you really do feel, Gemini, the need to express this to other people, to tell people about that. And you never keep it to yourself. You're not secretive. From what I'm seeing, is you are, yes, you may interact with a close-knit family and friends. And that will cause you some kind of closure, sometimes hidden from others, more at a wider, in a wider extended sense. But here I see that regardless, you still need to talk to those others around you. And nice, very, very nice, the end of the year, at the tail end, I could say, I'd probably say the last 3 weeks of the year next year. There's, for those of you who work on your own, for those of you who have your own business, and for those of you who have been bold, fortune will favor you. Fortune will favor the bold, Gemini, in 2019. Remember that I said that to you. All right, now let me go toward the different houses and the different domains of the reading. First, we start with the endings and beginnings, because we all know that there are endings and there are always beginnings in any domain. And in this here, I see that you're moving. It's like trucking like a doo-dah man. So you know, I don't know the words there, but but you're riding the waves of time. It doesn't phase you. You're moving along, and you actually feel, Gemini, that 2019 is where you should be. Where you are is where you should be in 2019. You like that. You feel comfortable. Now, what occurs is in the area of surprises. You will be surprised, and it may be very, very sudden. And I don't have any more information on that, except I'm going to try to find out and add something there. Well, it is going to be, I have the whip, the letter, and the coffin. The whip, the letter, and the coffin is you will find out all of a sudden that there is someone in your close knit of family and friends who has not taken a turn for the better. Okay, so they will fall ill. There will be an illness. There will be something that gets worse. Okay, in the area of surprises. Sorry to say. Now, in the area of endings, I do see a very an ending that you have expected for someone, not yourself, of course. I'm talking to you, but an ending that will be coming, and it's as almost if you say, "Oh, thank God, you know, it's suffering. There was just too much suffering there," and I'm seeing this here in the area of endings, precise endings. And in this part of the reading, I get to be able to read crosswise, mirroring, and knighting. So I see a different picture, a wider picture. And in the area of communication, you will be having this news. You'll be finding this news out in the first 3 months, and it will not come out of, you know, these may be two different people, and I believe they are two different people, and it will not come as a surprise to you, this second situation. Excuse me. The second area where well, not the second, but the next area I'd like to talk about is your work and your livelihood. I see that you have Gemini. Your feet are planted in the ground. There is growth. This may be a year for you where you come up the ladder of your career, where you are able to build upon what you have already created. And in terms of growing and moving up the ladder of success, I feel that this occurs for males mostly, and it will be with for the males. It will be a hard climb. You know, it would be a fought battle. It would be something that you have to fight for to get. For the females, it will coming more smoothly. Now, the area of your sense of security, the home is where your sense of security will be in this year 2019, Gemini. And it's all around the card of the home and of the sense of security are beautiful cards. Even there where I mentioned you'll catch wind of a situation, a health situation that has worsened, it all involves a knit, close family and friends. Now the area of guidance, and this is where you will be blessed the most, Gemini, because you will receive, you know, you'll understand, you'll be communicated to. People will tell you things. You will think of something and then you'll know. It's as if you have a gift of intuition. It will be heightened in the year 2019. And the area of the home, where the heart is actually, is the area in the spread that seems to be the focus point and seems to be the focus point of positive and negative occurrences. And you might say, oh, well, that always is the case. But in 2019 is where the home is going to be the stage for something like this. Now, in public life, in the area of public life, especially the females are going to shine. This is an area where if you have a job where you're working, I don't know, behind a counter at you're a bank teller or you're at a cash register. Well, females, this is the time where you start getting out on the other side. You can wait on tables, or you can become the bank president, or the females are being put out there as a representative of their area of public life and even politics. There will be an opportunity for you, Gemini, to take a stand, and be invited perhaps to substitute somebody on the municipal council, for example. And in the area of obstacles, there are obstacles, of course, in everybody's life in general, Gemini. The area of obstacles are presented by friends. They will challenge you. They will say, you shouldn't do that because, or if I were you, I wouldn't, so this is a hurdle you have to get over. Again, as you can see, my talk is always about the close-knit family and friend network. Then there's I have a new computer and I don't know what, okay. All right. I don't know how it's asking me to do something, so I have to do it. So sorry, excuse me. Then there's the area of obstacles. And as I just said, that is where the close-knit family and friends, more friends than family, will put, hindrances your way, will put a stop to certain things, will say to you, okay, so just listen, I don't think you should go there, or I'm not going to sign for your loan, or I'm not going to, that will be something that you'll have to go hurdle over. And now for the decisions that you make, any decisions that you need to make in 2019, Gemini, will have to do with partnering. Will have to do with partnering both on the job and in terms of actual significant people in your life. Do I want to tie myself with that person? Do I want, and these are the questions that are going to be coming up, do I want to take it to the next level? And is this the right person for me? Okay, we've been together for 3 years. I still am not sure. We've been together 10 years. I still don't think, I just am so this is going around and around and around. In the area of nuisances, problems, difficulties, well, it will be a male that comes and gives you the most difficulties. Probably for those of you out there who are partnered with a person that you're asking yourself about, do I? They will be causing you much, that windmill of your mind is going to be turning and turning and turning and turning because of a male. And I don't mean that denigratory. I didn't want to denigrate the male side. And now, in the area that may be hidden for us, sometimes our spirituality is hidden from us. In those areas, I see here a lovely, lovely, lovely area where you can shine. This is where you learn more about yourself. This is what you learn what unconditional love means for you. And the key is to our own spirituality. Learn, Gemini. It is love. Can I extend love? Can I extend love to that person who is mentally ill that I cannot deal with? Is it possible for me to extend love to them anywhere, anyway? Is it, and so this is, you're going to have challenges in close-knit family of friends and spiritual challenges in that sense. Also, matters of communication that have to do with written communication. I have here the cards are counseling me to tell you that, Gemini, if you can avoid putting pen to paper, putting black on white, and signing, it would be best to use negotiation and diplomacy for anything that you want to get. Don't go flying to the lawyer, to the barristers, to the counsel to get something. Negotiate, talk, and try to come to an understanding. Then male influences here. Male influences. If anyone out there is waiting for a male to come home, they'll be coming home. They'll be coming back. They'll be coming back in 2019. And the influences here, female influences. I mentioned before that fortune favors the bold. Well, in a particular way, the females who have taken upon themselves to start a new business and who have got struck out on their own, those are the ones who will be the luckiest Gemini of the year. I do hope this was of help to you, ladies and gentlemen, Gemini, and Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year. And like I said, I will be back in the first week of January for the month of January readings. Like, share, and subscribe. Ole. Bye-bye.